Hi ladies, it's Elena, aka Lena Lane, and I'm here to do an updated eyebrow video on how I do my brows now. My first original video was, like a brows for beginners type of thing. And I pretty much do my brows kind of the same way as that video, except I use different products now. Actually probably better products, so I wanted to do an update just so I can kind of recommend some things that seem to work for me better than the items in the previous video. So if you're following along with me in this one, you're gonna have an automatic eyebrow pencil, which I use by NYX in dark brown. Has a little brush on the end. Point looks like that. His name is Joshua. An angled brush, which I use by e.l.f. This is a e.l.f. small angled brush. Got it from Target for like $3.50. And then I have this Anastasia dip brow pomade in dark brown. And then an optional item would be concealer, which when I'm doing my brows, I use this one. It's a sample that I got, and it's Cover FX, and the color is In Deep, and I really like it. So very soon, I'm going to be getting the actual tube of concealer, but for now, I'm just using. She gave me a hefty sample, so I'm using it. And for the concealer, I have an NYX concealer brush, which is number B20, and it's like this. It's a little bulky looking, but that's because I just had some concealer in it. I probably won't use it though. It's kind of gross, but anyway. So I'm just going to go ahead and start and just show you how I do my brows. I start with the automatic pencil first. And I use this in the front and mostly for shape. I'm sorry, my nose ring itches. I use this in the front and then to create my arch, because as you can see, my eyebrows just refuse to grow in. So, gotta make it do what it do. So, all right, I'm just gonna show you how I do it. You just do short, light strokes. You don't want to go too heavy because then, it can show up really harsh. So you just do, hair-like strokes. And just do it really light. Sometimes I don't even use that dip brow. It just depends on how my brows turn out sometimes, or what the occasion is, because I feel like the dip brow is for like a sharper look somehow, and the pencil is for like an easy everyday look. So do that on the front, then I create my arch, just take it down just slightly. So this arch that I'm creating, that's mostly the bottom of the arch. When I go over it, I'll probably fill it in a little more at the top, but and then I'll take the brush and just kind of blend it out, and just kind of, so it looks like that. Now I'm gonna go ahead and do the other one. And I have the tendency, I don't know how, but one of my brows sometimes just turns out different than the other, and I have to fix it. I'm hoping that it doesn't do that for this video, so we'll see. So what I recommend is you just make sure you're checking back with your other brow. But yeah, for some reason, I don't know. They're both good looking brows. They just don't always look exactly alike. I'm very symmetrical when I see things, so I can see like the slightest, disagreement, should I say, for lack of a better word. So then Hit the bottom of my brow there and create the arch, like so. So it looks like this. Lighting is in the way. Okay, hopefully they're close enough. So then after you do that, I then take my dip brow, and it's a little thing, but you don't have to use a lot. You probably can't tell, but I've used this quite a bit, and yet it doesn't look like I've used it quite a bit, because you only have to use a little bit. Just put a little bit on your airbrush. If you use too much, I'm telling you, it's gonna look harsh, especially if you're darker, using a darker color. If you use too much, it just goes on super crazy. So I'll use this, and I'll go down the bottom just to define the shape, and then I'll, shade in a little bit at the top. So just very lightly hit the bottom there, and then hit the top. Don't have to use a lot. And my eyebrow shape changes day after day, so this is just how it's turning out right now, but it changes. I guess that's the good thing about not having any eyebrow hair, huh? You can just play with it. So I'm just doing this side.
And that's why I carry the prepaid Visa Rush Card. I get my pay deposited directly to my Rush Card, so I never pay check cashing fees ever. And I get access to my money up to 2 days early, which comes in handy. Plus, my prepaid Visa Rush Card makes it so easy for me to pay bills and shop online.
You can use your Rush Card to get cash or check your balance at over 23,000 MoneyPass ATMs nationwide with no fees.
And I can use it everywhere because debit cards are accepted.
So it looks like this.
You can get ahead.
Okay.
Thanks, Rush Card.
And for the purposes of this video, I will go ahead and do the concealer fix. Although I think it turned out pretty well. So I'll take my concealer, my concealer brush, just take just a little bit. Then you just go along that bottom line, and if you want to make them thinner, the concealer is the perfect way to do that. You know, want to change shape of anything, you just kind of trace. You just trace, trace, trace. Like so. Well, it looks like that. And you'll take what you got left and do other side.
Kids love them. Parents trust them. Little Critters gummies are nutritious and better tasting than other vitamins with all natural flavors. That's why
Like so.
gummy choice with all the vitamins and minerals your kids need. And for the big kids in the
And then if you want to thin it out at the top as well, you can just kind of take that, sculpt that like that. Same thing over here. And then with the top, I usually just blend it out with my finger. And the inside, I don't really, because I'm kind of clumsy, so I mess around and wipe the whole thing off. I'm trying to use my finger, but I use it on the top. And then for the bottom part, I'll use the brush. As long as there's not too much concealer left on it, I'll blend it out with the brush. Like so. And I don't feel like this concealer brush is blending it enough for me, so I'm going to use You know those little eyeshadow things that you get with a little spongy? I use one of those to just blend the rest out.
The minds of impressionable youngsters. I guess that's not long enough to do any permanent damage. I have been chosen unsung hero of the year. This is a joke, right? Not at all. Last month we were discussing our female heroes, and your name came up right between Maya Angelou and the Pink Power Ranger.
Okay.
I'm not a hero. Say what you will, Henrietta Humble.
If y'all can't tell, I'm watching Living Single. That's my show. I just love that show. I watch it all the time. It's on my DVR, and I got about 60 episodes on my DVR, and I watch them every day when I'm getting ready for work or just when I'm chilling. Okay. All right. So still a little bit of concealer there, but I just want you to see how it turned out. So this is how it looks. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is how I do my eyebrows. So if you like this, go ahead and like at the bottom, comment, let me know if this worked for you. If you have any tips, please leave it for me. I'm not at all a pro, so I'll accept any kind of help, recommendations, or whatever. Leave it in the comments. So thanks for watching. I'm Lane, and I'll catch y'all later.